Now that your CV has been shortlisted, or that's what I presume, that your CV has been shortlisted, you are slowly getting there to in management trainee assessment process. Now the next process that usually comes in most of the multinationals is cultural assessment. Now you may want to ask that how you can really pass through this cultural assessment test. Here I'll be giving you the ideas that what is being tested in the cultural assessment, and I will try to give you some tips that will help you to pass this hurdle. Now, first, I would like to tell you that what culture, values, guiding principles is. So, in most of the organization, they stand for something. Especially multinationals, they follow some principles, they follow some ethics, they follow some cultural value. And usually, you will be finding this cultural value in their websites. The main thing that you will be tested upon is whether you are also following this, upholding the same cultural values or not in this cultural assessment round. Ideally, this round is being tested whether through a platform or through an interview. I have seen both in my career. I have done it through platform, I have done it through interview as well. Ideas that will be checked upon is these three mostly. Number one, what do you stand for? What are the ethical values that you stand for? Again, there is no right and wrong in this answer, right? It's like, are you true, honest? Are you honest, or are you hardworking? So again, these two things doesn't go side by side. The idea is that the organization will look for chances that what exactly your value system guides you to do. However, in interview, the question will be different, but the idea is that what do you stand for? That is something that needs to be figured out through this cultural assessment. Second is, does it match with the organizational value? You can be standing for any ethical element, any right element as a person, but what they're trying to do is they're trying to match it with the organizational values. Does it match it with the organization? This is something that they will be testing it through the platform or through the interview. Final thing that will be tested, again, this is very tough to be tested in a platform settings. However, in platforms, there are games that they test it through, which is that is your behavior matching with what you say or input. So you may be saying that I am truthful. However, whatever you are demonstrating in the answer of your questions or in the platform's games, are you being truthful or not? So these are the things that will be tested in the cultural assessment. So how can you be passing through it? I'm sure you are asking yourself, right? So in order to pass in the platform based, you have to be authentic. You have to be truthful. I'm sure whenever you are starting your cultural assessment process, you will be doing some sort of research on the organization. And in the organization, you will be looking at the cultural element, the value, or the guiding principle that I just mentioned. However, you have to be authentic. You have to be truthful about yourself. That are you being authentic? If you are being authentic, then definitely you will be able to easily pass the test. And once you are being authentic, what it will also do is after this assessment round, in the subsequent assessment rounds, this data is being assessed in assessment center, is interview, and few other things that to match it with what you say. So in platform, you have to be very authentic. Usually, I have seen a lot of organizations from platform do not really say no to any applicants. The platform is just to collect the data. In the subsequent round, they check whether whatever you said in the platform is correct or not. So please be authentic if you want to really pass through the assessment rounds. Second is in the interview. Again, in the interview, be authentic and also prepare with examples. So you have to be authentic, and there can be organization that your values and their values matches perfectly. It's like you are made for each other. However, you have to create you have to actually not create, I would say it's more like you have to practice some examples that comes from your real life and that matches with their values, because in the interview, these questions will be definitely coming in. Even if it's not in the cultural assessment interview, it will be coming in competency-based interview or in senior management interview as well. So be prepared with it, be very authentic, and be prepared with the example. Finally, a pro tip. Do not mention something as your value that you don't stand for. Please don't do this. I have seen a lot of individuals doing it in the platform because, in the platform, in some platform, there is no way to test it. So you feel that, okay, I know this company is really looking for this value, so let me just kind of fake it. However, what happens is after the subsequent assessments, you are being tested, and if you are not standing for something, it will come out as a certified assessor. I'm telling you, it will come out. So please do not mention that you do something that you don't stand for. If you find this video helpful, please do like it, share it, comment if you have more questions, and do subscribe to our channel for more video like this. And have a good day.